Hi, I would like to talk to you a bit about the month of May, a month dedicated to mental health awareness. Statistics show that nearly 1 in 5 people in the United States live with a mental illness. Stress, anxiety, and depression are some of the most prevalent disorders that can negatively impact our mental health. People experience these conditions at different severity levels, interfering with their daily activities. Sadly, estimates suggest that only half of the people with mental health issues receive treatment. This gap is often due to the high cost of mental health services and the stigma, or society's negative beliefs and attitudes that marginalize people who need help. Stigma becomes an obstacle to mental health treatment because individuals suffer alone or in silence, reluctant to admit they need help. Sometimes it can be perceived as a sign of weakness difficult to accept when we play a role in protecting others. I want to invite you to raise awareness of the importance of mental health in you and those around you during this month. How can you do that? You can start by openly starting a conversation about mental health, educating yourself and others about the negative consequences of mental health stigma, and showing compassion for those with mental health illnesses. You can also get involved in organizations that work to help individuals with mental illness. Gratia Plena is a nonprofit organization that provides mental health services, and do so in a manner that is faithful to the teachings, values, and traditions of the Catholic Church. Generous people like you sustain Gratia Plena, and this year marks the 10th anniversary of the start of this charitable mission. I want to invite you to contribute Gratia Plena's mission by visiting our website to learn more and contribute. When making your donation, remember to include the phrase, "Sooth the Stigma." Thank you for listening to this message, for your contribution, and for being aware of the importance of mental health.
We have all been under an increased amount of stress in recent years, and because of this recent stress, it is especially important for us to be aware of the different ways that we react to the stress. Maybe I get knots in my shoulders when I'm stressed out. Maybe I'm more prone to having headaches when I'm stressed out. Maybe I'm more prone to lashing out at my loved ones when I'm stressed out. And so it is important for us to be aware of how we react to the stress so that we can take care of ourselves better and know when to, whether that's reach out for help or to take a day of mental health day or to do something to treat yourself to be able to better handle that stress.
Stress is change, and we can have positive stressors in our life as well as negative stressors. When we have stress, whether it be positive or negative, we have emotional and behavioral responses to it. As of now and late, since the pandemic began in 2020, there have been a lot more negative stressors in people's lives. The isolation that both young people and senior citizens experienced has been really devastating to many people. This alienation, this loneliness has caused people fear and lack of social skills. It is therefore very important that we are encouraging to those that we see that are struggling and support us in the mental health field of counseling to be able to lend those helping hands that they need. We ask this in the month of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, to please be sensitive to people's needs and to, if necessary, bring them to a mental health counselor. Thank you.
Stigma is one of the barriers that keep people from getting support, whether it's from family or friends, or even whether it's support from a mental health professional. A stigma is related to a feeling of shame about having an illness or a defect, some affliction. Most of us don't want to admit that. But overcoming this to reach out for support and help is a sign of strength, not weakness. and it can actually end up saving our health and our lives and our relationships.